Hi, my name is Christian Michelson with CoachesWithClients.com, CoachesWithClients.com. Today I'm going to be sharing with you list building secrets and specifically how I grew my list from 500 to 6,000 in 18 months. And I used to think that if I had a big email list that my life would be so easy as a marketer. I remember watching other people who had bigger email lists than I had, and they would make offers for products and programs, and I would think, wow, my stuff is so much better than their stuff. But because they have this big email list, all I have to do is blast it out to their list and they can make a bunch of money. And I was really frustrated and jealous, actually, of the fact that people had bigger email lists than I had. But I'm really happy with what I did to make my email list grow finally once and for all after a long time of being envious. I made growing my list a high priority. So here's how I grew my list from 500 to 6,000 in 18 months. First thing that I did is actually I set an intention statement to become the #1 expert in my particular industry. Now there's a lot of other experts, and there's nothing wrong with there being more than one expert or more than one leader of an industry, but I set that intention statement for myself. That was the very first thing that I did, and I'll explain how that paid off later on in just a second here. The second thing that I did is I started writing more. I used to have a lot of blocks about writing. I worked through those, and I started writing like crazy, actually. And I started writing, I made the decision that I wanted to share the most valuable content, tips, tools, techniques, strategies in my emails. And I started sending those out on a regular basis. And actually what I found was the more I would send them out, the more pass around would happen. People would pass around my newsletter articles, my email articles, to other people, and then more and more people would subscribe. The third thing that I did is I made my website, the #1 focus of my website, to get people to subscribe to my email list. So I had some free offers, some free valuable things that I would offer people on my email list if they would subscribe. I made that my #1 focus of my website, even above getting people to have a free session with me. Even though I want people to have a free session with me so that they can end up hiring me, getting them on my list is the first step to getting them to have a session with me so that they ultimately would hire me and work with me, and I would grow my coaching business. The next thing that I did was actually I got interviewed by Forbes magazine. So how did that happen? Well, I actually believe that they found me through the internet, but I actually believe that they found me because I set that intention statement at the beginning. Who knows if that's really what happened, but I do believe there's a lot of power in intention statements. So create an intention statement to be the #1 expert in your target market, for your target market, and start writing great valuable articles, and make the focus of your website all about getting subscribers. And then the other thing that you need to do is stay consistent. And actually one other tip that I almost forgot is that you want to see if you can be a guest speaker somewhere where you're in front of your target market, either locally or even doing teleclasses or even traveling to speak in front of your target market. The more you do that, the more you can get exposure. And here's a quick technique about speaking to get people on your list. You don't want to wait till the end. You want to do this about halfway through your presentation. You want to raffle something off that's extremely valuable. Maybe it's a month of coaching with you. If you have any products or programs that you can give away for free, give those away, which gives you a chance to give a little commercial for it. And do the raffle in the middle before it gets to be too late. When it's at the end, then you kind of scramble around and people are wanting to leave. If you do it in the middle, you raffle off something and you get people's business cards, or you get people to fill out their name and email address to get entered into your contest. And then you wait till the end of the presentation and you pull out a winner. And of course then you can do a little pitch for your product or program at the same time too if you wanted to. If you don't have anything to sell, you can actually make a free session offer to everybody in your audience. And that's a great way to get leads and start getting clients right away too. But you want to do the raffle in the middle of the presentation, because at that point you'll get about 80% of the people, maybe even 100% sometimes, of the people who are listening to you to subscribe for your newsletter right on the spot. And if you're doing a teleclass, instead of getting people's cards, have them go directly to your website and tell them you're going to pick one of the subscribers that subscribes in the next 5 minutes as a winner of the contest. Do those things and then stay consistent. And I set a goal for growing my list to 10,000 people. I didn't do it within 18 months, but my list did grow way faster than it ever had before. So be patient and stay consistent, and you will grow your email list. Those are my best email building secrets for you. Again, my name is Christian Michelson with coacheswithclients.com, coacheswithclients.com. Go forth, have your best week ever, best day ever, and remember, let's get people coached.